I overhear transmissions sometimes.
There are things out in the dark that only the dark can overcome.
Long story, and it may look like I don't know what I'm doing, but I do. Maybe not.
You're going to see a lot of things you won't understand. Eyes out, Guardian.
Bum. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 39 of the Relaxed Guardians podcast. I am your host, Agnikai, joined as always by Sebs. How you doing, Sebs?
I'm doing well, mate. I'm doing well. I'm just trying to turn off your stream because I had double fucking Agnikai then. I'm good, mate. I'm actually really, really good. What can you do? That's all I got. I got fuck. So I decided last week, I saw you streaming. I saw such a bad job you were doing, so I was going to start the stream. Awful job. Congratulations on 12-hour stream though, guys. It is up on Twitch, I think, somewhere. Watch it.
It'll still be up for
all 12 hours. I want you to watch all 12 hours and comment on all the 12 hours worth of stream.
At least find the bit where Crimson sang, because that was like the highlight of the stream, apparently. Fucking everyone loved that.
So for everybody else who wasn't in the 12-hour stream, we come on to a conversation. We have a group of boys, and we got a guy called Crimson Tiddler in our thing, and he's
got to change his name.
Yeah, and he just come out out of the blue, goes, "Yeah, I have to write lyrics," and all of us. There was like 9 of us in the thing, and he was like, I was like, "What the fuck do you mean?" And he goes, "Yeah, because I'm a lyricist." I was like, "What?" Like, so confused. And I was like, look, Crimson, if you can sing to the boys now, like dance, monkey, dance, 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 monkey, dance. And then you will never get any more realistic comments of the boys right here. They're either going to tear you to bits or they will be pleasantly surprised. And no word of a lie, fuck. That boy can sing. And I was so shocked. I was like, what? Shit. And the only thing we could do is give him praise. So, Crimson, you can sing, mate. Well done. Well fucking done.
I have no idea what point that is. That's like towards the later part of it. I remember that.
That could be from hour 1 to hour 12, guys. So just go and watch it from hour 1. I'm sure it's like, if it's past the half-hour mark, I definitely know it's past the half-hour mark. And it's about 11 and a half hours in, give or take. It's in between them. It's right.
It must have been like beyond the 6-hour mark. It was definitely in the second half.
I'm sure it was from half hour to half hour before.
Watch the whole thing.
Just watch the whole thing. And so I decided to stream. And so I was been waiting for my tax and shit like that. And then this morning I was like, great. I was up doing a power station job. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to JB Hi-Fi. I can just buy all my shit that I need to buy. Cool. And then I can set it up tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow. And then I can start streaming by the weekend. Fantastic. So got onto the thing, app, phoned JB Hi-Fi. JB Hi-Fi is closed. Hey, Reaper, how you went? JB Hi-Fi is closed, but you can do click and collect. And then I was looking and I was ordering all my stuff, like a good $1,000 worth of stuff. Like fucking I want that. I want one of this ones.
Builds up
and stuff
quick.
like that. Builds up. And then I was like, oh, why is this directing me to fucking Queensland? And then
I'll get it for you.
Yeah, and I phoned the person up. And I was like, look, mate, for some reason this is sending me to fucking Queensland. And he goes, yeah, because some of the parts you want, they haven't got, and that's the shop that has them. And then afternoon monster, mate. And so I was like going through, and she goes, "Oh, just take off one, and then check if it's that one and stuff." So it turns out the capture card, there is no capture cards in New South Wales.
Wow.
There's no Elgato capture cards in New South Wales.
Wow.
So I was like, fuck. Right. No worries. It's fine. Fuck it. I'm not going to be able to stream by the weekend. That's fine. Drove back home, and I got on the laptop. I was like, I'll have a look at Amazon. Typed on Amazon and spent more money for somehow. Same thing, spent more money, just like adding shit.
This is Amazon.
Yeah. But so I got bought a capture card, a mouse, a keyboard, a mouse pad, like the big ones, so it can just go all over the table,
Yeah.
the new table I'm building.
What brand?
I fucking know, man. A fucking mouse pad. It's
No,
got
the-
lights. I don't
The
fucking
keyboard
know.
and everything. I went with a full Corsair setup.
I went Razer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So Razer mouse, Razer keyboard.
Mhm.
Mouse man, I didn't really give a fuck. I bought gas arms, dual arms for the monitors,
Yeah.
so I can get them off the table and they can kind of go over there. But these ones you can kind of pull out and move. So when I want to get like,
Right.
if I want the screen right in my fucking face, I can have it in my face. And then I was like, cool, got my details, bang, press the button. Out it went to the ether. And then I had an email going, yeah, we cancelled your order because you've never really ordered anything off Amazon, and now you're ordering $1,000 worth of stuff off Amazon. I was
true.
like, you motherfuckers. And then so I went back on there before I come on you, and I've ordered more stuff. I don't know what the fuck has gone on. So I've ordered a fucking USB hub. I've ordered like top end fucking HDMI cables. I've ordered a Ethernet splitter. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So it's fucking shit. But the problem is then, because obviously he's coming from different parts of the fucking country, I'm not going to get certain parts.
At the
So,
same
but I'm-
time. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm away for the next 2 weeks anyway in Victoria, if obviously nothing fucking happens. So
Well, look, we're not going to get into it, but fuck, man. The world's
keep
ending.
your fucking masks on, guys. Keep your fucking masks on. Fuck's sake. You fucks.
Just for the love of shit.
All right. I got other stories.
Go for it.
So somebody commented on that my microphone wasn't particularly, I was sounding underwater and all that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
So I watched the video yesterday. 28 minutes this video was.
Yeah.
And the only thing I got from this fucking video was turn your fucking gain down.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. And it was at the fucking end. It was
Yeah.
like 26 minutes of the fucking video. He basically, he did like editing and shit. And then he just said about his editing, how he edits all the sound out, and he goes, Blue Yeti, good microphone, turn your fucking gain down.
Yeah.
He goes, have it this far away,
Wow.
turn your gain down.
Wow. I'm surprised he wants it that far away.
I don't know. Does it make a difference?
Oh, it depends on your gain settings, I guess.
Oh, it's all the way down. It's not there. If you can hear me, then everything's
Yeah.
recorded.
You sound
so-
great, but
Yeah. So that's where it's supposed to be, all the way over there.
Hmm.
So, right. Another question.
right.
Another story. So,
Right.
driving to work this morning. Got up at 7:00, got the kids ready for fucking stuff. Bang, in the car, drove up the road, McDonald's. Put a podcast on. And I like to listen to murder podcasts and stuff like that, serial killer podcasts.
Oh my god, you're such a housewife.
Yeah. And so I was driving up, stopped at McDonald's, emptying all the rubbish out of my car. And as I opened the fucking door, there was 4 guys sitting there. And they were like, the girls that were talking was like, yeah. And then he cut her nipple off and beheaded her and sat her up on the bed and directed all mirrors. And as I opened the door, it was loud as fuck.
Oh my
Because I was going fucking blind, deaf. And I looked like and the 4 guys are just looking at me going, like, just give me this fucking stare. I'm like, right. Close the door, dump my rubbish, fucking go back in,
Oh
turn
my god.
turn the thing down. But yeah, fuck.
Jesus. I don't have anything near that level of fucking. I don't think I've ever had anything like that happen to me before. I've been listening to different podcasts as well. I usually listen to them when I'm working, but I've had to like stop listening to certain podcasts when I'm at work because usually I'm working in people's houses safely, masked, distance, everybody, gloved. Anyway, but I've had to stop listening to certain ones because they're like they make me laugh. But people, when you start laughing to yourself and you're listening to stuff, people go, "Oh, what are you laughing at?" And I can't sit there and explain to a customer that I'm laughing at this story of a woman who punched a man in the dick and made his dick twang like a doorknob. Like, it's just
What podcast is on?
that's 13. Wrong side of 30. Wrong side of 30.
Right.
It's funny. It's just a stories about life podcasts and these people just dealing with shit. But it was a very funny episode, and yeah, I have to stop listening to that at work. I have to listen to that at home now because otherwise I just can't explain it to people. So now I just listen to basically Destiny at work all day. There's like law podcasts and other shows and all these other ones.
And then you find it easy, or they just don't make you laugh, or you have
Well,
to. It's
they're not
easier
usually
to go,
funny.
"Oh."
Like DCP's funny usually, DDU's funny usually, but there's some other ones that they're very dry and they're very just this is the facts and these are the statistics, and I can sort of ingest that instead of making me laugh at random dick joke things.
There was another one. So we were watching. I come in early yesterday, and everybody's on the couch. My two sons, Mrs. And she goes, "Oh, one of my eldest boy's friends likes to watch this doctor show, and it's called Ouch Something. It's a British show, Ouch Something.
Right.
And so it comes on, and it's these doctor goes, I'm a doctor, you're a doctor, blah blah blah, and it introduces these fucking doctors, and they do all this fucking stupid like scientific things. And then it's like, oh, this kid has hurt his knee. And they're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. And you can see this fucking young kid walking and hobbling into the hospital. And he goes, yeah, yeah. And you can see a little bandage on his knee and stuff like that. And the guy's like, yeah, okay, all right. All right. And they go, and these two doctors goes, warning, ouchie. And that's all they said. Warning, ouchie, or something fucking like that. They took the fucking bandage off. You could see the fucker's kneecap.
Oh my
He had
god.
split his fucking knee in half, and they pulled it apart, and you could see the fucker's kneecap. My two kids, one's fucking 2, one's 4. You're like, ah!
Oh my god.
Mrs. going, what the fuck? This fucking doctor is putting his hand in this fucker's kneecap, pushing it, going, yeah, mate, yeah, I don't think you've hurt your kneecap. I don't think you broke your kneecap, mate.
Oh.
And then fucked off for the x-ray. Because, yeah. And the doctor's like, you can see his kneecap. Like, see that? That's his kneecap. Basically, you could see the bone, the kneecap bone, as bright, like as clear as day. And I was like, oh. Kid is like, ooh. The other kid's like, I don't like this. I don't like this. Comes back after his x-ray, they shit on and goes, yeah, we're not gonna put him under for this sewing up. We're not gonna put him under for sewing up. So this kid is like, as they sew in this fucking kneecap flap of skin. But he's going like, oh yeah, but you have to sew it from the inside out.
Yeah.
And so the fucker's sewing from the inside out, and it's showing. It's showing everything. I couldn't fucking believe it. And I'm like, and the eldest boy was like, I don't like this. I was like, holy fuck. I was like, what the fuck? And it is PG. It is PG. I don't know whether it's under a medical fucking thing.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. But I couldn't fucking believe it. His fucking
God.
kneecap was out. It's fucking. I was like, yeah, we're not watching that shit anymore.
I have a similar story. It didn't happen to me. It happened to my older brother. He used to do freestyle BMX indoor stuff, and he was doing a demo one day, and he went to do a wall ride, and the panel slipped, and so he went face first into a cement wall, and literally broke his face, like everything. He also bit down on his tongue at the same time, and almost chomped his tongue off. And so when they went to the hospital, it's literally holding on by a thread. They obviously had to stitch it back on, but they can't give you anesthesia for your tongue. Yeah. So he has to hold his own tongue out just enough so he doesn't pull it off. Literally, like he could, while they stitch it back on. And dude, I didn't know any of this happened. I came home one day and it looked like he'd just gone 10 rounds with Mike Tyson. Like he was just like stitches and just it was horrible.
You know what they say about that, guys? Don't do exercise. Just sit.
Don't do exercise. Get fat.
Be a podcaster. Stream.
Oh my god! I can still see. Like, there's photos on his Facebook of when it happened. Oh, bad.
Because I used to do rollerblading, and up in London when I used to live up in London, and I remember going up a ramp and blacking out.
Oh no.
like up a ramp, and it was like a vert
yeah.
and then to a transition, and I went up, blacked out somehow, and then I come to as I was landing on my face.
Oh fuck. Okay, we gotta get off this story. Oh my god.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh.
Up,
You just pass out.
bang. All right, Destiny. What's been going on in Destiny?
Oh, nothing.
It's the reason why we are procrastinating, guys, is because there is fuck all within Destiny.
Oh.
There's obviously the gameplay that we played. There's
Yeah.
a little tiny twab, but there isn't anything really substantial going on in Destiny. You did your 12 hours.
Yeah, so I
I-
streamed for 12 hours. And I was meant to do it this weekend coming, but we had to have a schedule shift because of assessment for uni for myself and for Kay. And so last weekend worked out better. I was going to announce it on this episode for this weekend coming, but I'll be ready for the next one anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. More of a
Played computer games for 12 hours.
I did.
I-
It was
I
great.
built the wood I built the wood.
You
thing on the
built your
wall.
wall. You put wood on your wall. It was great. Nice paneling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. We had a lot of people turn out for. We did 5 runs of Volta Glass. 3 of them were. We did a full Warlock Void, full Hunter Solar, and full Titan Arc run. Which was just. It was painful. It was so painful. So
Titans.
much of a pain in the ass.
That's why I never get these seals, because I don't run a Titan.
Well, we didn't have to. You only have to do 1 run of a full class of all the
Yeah.
same type. And I was just doing the different ones because I was just like, not everyone has one of each. So I just ran all 3 to give everyone a chance. Seiko stuck it out for me with me. He wasn't planning to, but he was in every raid and did every run. Maddie was in there for a few as well. Shout out to Maddie.
Yes, Reaper, that is always rated, and we are
Oh,
still rated, my man.
yeah, we're still rating hardcore. I've turned it to a bit of a. I've always liked Deep Stone Crypt more, but Vogue seemed to have become the raid that I lead a lot. Man,
Because you require it. You require it for
Yeah.
pinnacles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like aesthetically, I still like DSC.
Mm.
Like technicality, I still like DSC. I
Yeah.
also like Last Wish because it's the technical side of it.
Yeah,
Vogue is like, yeah, you shoot that, you go, you do this, yeah, you're done. And that's what like
Yeah.
aesthetically is pleasing. You just you're running through a fucking cave most of the time. It's not.
I'm kind of glad that Vogue is back because we had a few people that came in that they're like, I've just never raided before. And so Vogue is really a good first time raid. It is an original raid, so it makes it easier. So I think I'm going to sort of keep that as the sort of, this is the first time raiding ever. Let's go do Vogue so you get a general idea of how raiding works. And it's like, it's easy enough to teach. It's easy enough to put people in positions and just go, okay, you'll ad clear. This is oracles. You're going to stand here and kill these 2 oracles. You have to stand here and keep the portal open. It's pretty much you just stand here and do one thing. Whereas Deep Stone Crypt is like, okay, when I say you're going to run over here and then you're going to hit this boss and then you're going to run over here and you're going to dump this thing, or
Yeah, I suppose.
you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot more moving
Yeah.
parts.
Leviathan Reaper was fucking fantastic. It's absolutely
Yeah, I
love
do-
Leviathan.
I did enjoy Leviathan as well.
I still think we need prestige. I think we need the prestige
yeah.
parts of the raid again. I don't think this Master Vogue stuff is ass.
Oh yeah, we could go on for.
But they say
shit.
they're saying though. So what I kind of read somewhere the other day. It could be one of the boys said in the Discord that you get a Master Vogue. So you don't do Vogue, normal Vogue. You just do Master Vogue.
Mhm.
Everything you get higher armor points drop from
Higher
each
stats?
encounter. Yeah.
Okay.
And that make it worthwhile if you've got higher stats. If something comes in at 64, correct? There we are. So if you don't do Vogue, normal Vogue, you just do Master Vogue, you will drop at higher stat gear.
Okay.
Whether it's obviously armor, it has to be armor for higher stat gear. Obviously the guns are the guns are just shit. You do get higher stat armor there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. We
Reaper,
gotta
the
get
legendary raid guy who's going to take us through Master Vogue.
Who's that?
Reaper.
Oh, right.
Devil
Okay.
Reaper.
Oh, yeah. 700 clears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That'd be good.
Yeah.
We got to do a
that-
Master Vogue. I'm like 36 now, so I'm like, I'll be pushing bounties and everything this weekend to get my level up to 1340 as close as I can.
Yeah.
I've got
I
all 1320s now, so
Yeah, like I'm 38. So I'll get on a few GMs now this after tonight and then get on there, and then I'll get on tomorrow then. But
Hmm.
we did GMs. Me and Seiko and Jared did GMs day before yesterday. I think I couldn't be bothered to even get on. I had sex yesterday. And well,
I had sex yesterday. I don't play video games when I have sex.
no, like it was the stage where I was gonna get on, and she goes, "Do you wanna come and have sexy time?" And I was like, "Fuck the game, I'm gonna have sexy time."
And then you took a nap.
And then I went and have sexy time. So we did GMs. One of them I think was fucked. You know, so we got all the way through, done really, really well. And you know where you go down the lift.
Yeah.
You know, there's a weird glitch. So you go up, you get in the little bubble, you go the glitch, and then you sometimes hit on somebody, and then you die.
Yeah.
And then I went down. The boys died up top as I hit them. Jared and Seiko hit each other.
Wow.
Dead. I sat downstairs, couldn't do nothing, jumped into the thing because that's like trying to start the encounter. They appeared behind me. I turned around, got Seiko up, and one of the fucking champions just come and just stomped us hard and just fucking killed us.
Oh,
outright.
wow. They need to fix that strike. That's been a problem for a few seasons now. Since Beyond Light, I think. Maybe
Yeah.
before. But that's fucked.
Well, imagine you know when you used to go up the lift and the door used to close and then you just die if you don't go all up together.
Yeah.
That would be fucked because you just bang, all right, just start again. But yeah, so that's what we did, and then that's about it. Really, after the raids, obviously on the weekend, the Thursday raid, we are our Discord guys. If anybody out there, PS4 at the moment, we are branching out into Xbox before crossplay.
Yeah.
If anybody's out there, PS4, PS5 requiring a raid, jump into our Discord. The link will be below. The link tree and all that sort of shit will be below.
I don't want to take it back to a sort of dampened space. Sorry, finish your spit.
Well, you just fucking threw me off now.
Sorry.
Fuck you.
So we all know about the stuff that's happened with Activision recently. I know, it's horrible.
Wow.
No, it's
All right, let me
related. It's
do my
related. It's
fucking-
related.
How is it fucking related to
Give me
coming
3
to the
seconds.
Destiny?
Give me 3 seconds.
Go.
What happened there is horrible, but I'm also seeing a lot of posts of people being like, the Activision stuff also happens in the Destiny community, and a lot of the places that people are saying they go onto Discords and they experience a lot of the same harassment and a lot of the same horrible things. I just want to say, we are not that. If you ever feel like you want to find a safe space, please reach out. Please come over. I don't want to say like I'm this white man. It's like we got a dedicated space for ladies to go and be safe, but we do have a ladies only section. Say it's run by the ladies. They have a lovely space together. I'm just trying to say
Flowers, they're potpourri.
they have. It's run by my fiance. Like I don't want to be like come into my safe space, but it's like we are very welcoming. We are a place that includes all, and we are very much like sorry for the way Activision is, and we want to give you a space to feel like you can play these games and not feel like you're going to get called a thought for playing video games, you know?
Do you think the when Bungie, do you think the parting of Bungie and Activision was down to that? Do you reckon there was this frat
Jesus.
frat shit?
I don't know if it was a part of it, but I mean, I'm sure they're going to say it was. But maybe it was. And I really hope that Bungie pulled away.
Bungie's-
I mean, they've
like-
changed management a lot since that break, so possibly it could have been part of that, actually.
Yeah, like
So-
it's so. If obviously nobody knows, there was a lot of sexual harassment going on between the females. I don't want to say females, the women of Activision, and the head guys, some of the CEOs of Activision and stuff like that, like doing cube crawls and stuff like that. Where I don't know if they were getting people to crawl through it, or it was like a pub crawl thing where they go to each cubicle,
They
and
would-
drink some more, and then
Yeah,
pass
they
on.
were like doing coke in the cubicles and then going and harassing women and people of color, and it was horrible, man. I mean, it was a case of suicide because a woman's nudes
Yeah.
got leaked around the entire company. It's
It's
horrible.
Fucked. It's fucked.
horrible.
It's fucked. Luckily, because obviously they've turned around and gone. They've tried. I like rightfully so, guys. Rightfully so. They've tried to boycott certain
Mm.
things. You can't boycott everything. I don't want to be. I want to be on both sides. Like it's,
Yeah.
the games they're out there. You can't boycott people's lifestyles. Then that's the issue. They've said, "Oh, well, you
Yeah.
can't stream this now. You have
Yeah.
to boycott this." And it's people's lifestyles, and I understand. Hopefully, they have the book thrown at them, and they go to
Yeah.
fucking jail, or they get completely fucking fined and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, look, he's look. We will keep you updated what's going on because as the information trickles out. But it's fucked.
Have you seen the World of Warcraft sit-in they're doing?
No.
So anyone that's playing World of Warcraft that's against what obviously these allegations are and everything, they've cancelled their subscription, but they have a certain amount of time left on what they've already paid. So they'll log in and then they'll all just sit in the same server and just sit down and do no activities and just sort of say, we're just running out of time here. And this is our way of saying we're against what you're doing. We've cancelled. We're just waiting out our time and then we're going to be gone.
But do you think? I know this is my fucking dodgy little mind. Do you think it's a PvP server, and they all come together and they're all in this little fucking circle, and then the master PvP guy comes in and goes, "Whoa."
I think it is actually a PvP server, but they've all agreed not to fight. Like I think they're in like a battle area. I don't know how to explain it, but like a dark zone. Where they could all fight each other, but they all just sit down and do nothing.
Is it? I understand the requirements, the need to do this. I understand that, but is it going to help? It's going to give people. It's going to give the people the not one back closure, not one closure, not getting it back on them.
Possibly like a feeling of satisfaction of like you're feeling like you're showing in the best way possible that you possibly can.
Yeah,
that you're standing up for what happened for these women.
it's fucked.
Not standing up for, standing against what happened to these women. I really want to put my words right.
It's fucked. It is. It's just crazy. But yeah, guys, if you want to run raids, guys, we run raids. We've got people that run raids every fucking day. So our main ones is Friday. We've been doing them Thursday night. We do them Friday. We do them Saturday. We do them Sunday. We do them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Every fucking day. So come in, guys. If you don't know how to do the raid, come in, join the Discord. We will take you through. We will be doing, like I keep on saying, we will be doing Sherpas. Question: with the Activision lawsuit coming in, people are saying stop playing every game by them. What are your thoughts on that? Look,
That's so hard.
it's very hard. Like WoW is 20 years in the making. So the people that is the WoW is 20 years in the making. The people who are involved in this sexual harassment may not have been there at the fucking beginning. When is raid, Reaper?
Yeah,
When is raid?
it's like, am I just taking the whole ship down? Like, obviously, not every person that worked at Activision Blizzard were doing these horrible things. So if I don't support the game, am I just shitting in those people's faces because of what possibly a few were doing? It could have been the majority. I don't think it was, but are we just attacking the few and harming the many by not playing it? It's like it's these people's jobs, or these people's lives. So
What is the other main Activision games? So we got
Spyro,
Warcraft.
Call of Duty, World of Warcraft.
I thought Call of Duty.
Jeez, Activision's have got their finger in freaking everything these days.
Oh, I'm
Tony Hawk.
I'm on the fence. I'm feeling that Bungie realized what the fuck was going on. Bungie's a very, very progressive.
They are.
Because they were saying that some of these fuckers were earning hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then the women were earning fuck all.
Yeah.
So
they were
I think-
they were doing cuts and everything, like cutting employees, saying we can't afford you, but then the CEO gets a fucking bonus, yeah, bigger than their
Yeah.
house.
I'm on the understanding that Bungie realized what the fuck was going on. Then
Yeah.
said, "Oh, I'm out, guys."
I hope so.
and then they pulled the pin in.
I hope so.
Um,
And it's unfortunate if they were in some sort of contractual agreement where they couldn't say that's part of the reason why at the time. And
an NDA, non-disclosure.
yeah, if they were. But yeah.
Mm.
Anyway.
Sorry,
I just
on a
wanted
lighter note, guys.
to- Sorry.
Twab.
Twab.
Right.
Wabe.
This week at Bungie. It's already late July. Can you believe it? Seems like 2020 lasted for about 5 years, but 21 seems to be moving along at a better rate. Who says time is constant? Anyway, Salsa Heroes is going strong. If you haven't upgraded your stuff or your army yet, get in because you've got one more week, I think it is, by the reading of this, left to do it.
Wow.
Remember on the last stint where you have to do all the GMs and stuff like that, you don't actually have to be wearing your armor. You can just jump into a raid and it will just automatically take over.
Oh, right.
And they're getting rid of so unraveling the synth strand. Since the launch of Season of the Splicer, we've been monitoring reception and behavior around our new armor synthesis system. Today, we'd like to review a minor update around the system currencies. Effective at the start of Season 15, we will depreciate the passively earned world currency synth strand that was used to purchase armor synthesis bounties from Ada 1. In its place, you can just buy them for fucking 10,000 glimmer.
Yeah. So they took out like the initial step of transmog, took out a currency, which is that was a step that made it so it would take 60 plus hours, wasn't it?
But I haven't done anything. I haven't used Synthstrand or anything like that because I can't be fucking bothered. I got my guy looking like the way I like him, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I've maxed out my Synthstrand just playing.
Yeah.
And I don't play it well. I kind of do play that often, but so I've maxed out anyway. So I can't get any more anyway. So it's not, and I can't get any more bounties. I can't get any of the other business. So I have to use my Synthstrand or whatever the fucking thing is called at the end.
Right.
To open up the things that I can wear. So
yeah, I was saying this earlier. We need to start making our characters look a specific way, and that kind of be our characters look, so we can make posters and different merch ideas.
I've got awesome merch idea. I just need to talk to somebody. So stickers are on the way. We booked them today. A little bit of an issue with the t-shirts. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. I have to hit them up tomorrow, and then we may be swapping shops and all that sort of stuff. So I have to hit them up. Remember, guys, we have a hoodie. We have a hoodie here. It's there. Right, we are giving it away. We are still giving away. Agnikai's missus did try and do a dirty and jump into Patreon and join the Patreon and try to get the hoodie. Agnikai was the second person to jump in to the fucking to the Patreon to try and get the hoodie also. So fuck
no,
I refuse to give it to these fuckers, these Queenslanders up there. So remember, whoever's the first person outside the Patreon, it's Relaxed Guardians, Patreon, something, Relaxed Guardians. Just fucking link tree at the bottom of this thing. Jump in there. Give us money because it helps us.
Monster Boy says, what's the design? Can you just hold up the design quickly?
Oh.
This was actually, Monster, if you didn't see, this was actually a special gift from Vinny and Seb's wife.
So that's the back?
They got a duplicate because of an issue. So that's why we're giving it away.
That's the back. That's how long I have sex for, which is 7 minutes and 6 seconds. I'm sure I was shorter than that. And then we have the Relax. Some guys raid where I get busy.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's a hoodie. It's a big, massive hoodie. It's a large. It's actually really quite big. It's actually fantastic. Oh yeah, it's really like who needs one of these in Australia? But we're getting t-shirts. We're getting t-shirts with the Relaxed Guardian podcast on the thing. I've got some other little cheeky ideas. The stickers are in. I am going to order another set of stickers now in the week when I design them. Vince, the man, has made me a emblem, which is like a
logo for you.
He goes to me the other day. We were talking about it. I was like, I don't want to ask you, Vince, because you've done so much with all this thing. And he goes, all right then, no worries. And then he just disappears for a couple hours. Don't hear of him. And then he sends me all these pictures back. I'm like, what are you doing, mate? And he's like, yeah, this is for your Twitch thing or your emblem or whatever the fuck it's called, your logo. And I was like, oh, you don't need to do this, mate. I was like, but I really like the Welsh dragon. And he goes, yeah, but let's just do the face. Fucks off, comes back with a face all black in a red circle. I was like, mate, that's amazing. That's fantastic. I was like, but you know, the dragon's facing the wrong way. It has to face, if you're looking at the thing, it has to face like that way.
Left.
Yeah. So obviously the Welsh dragon has to face a certain way. All right, no worries. We'll swap that on. Then the missus took my phone because I showed the missus and she goes, you know the Welsh dragon's red, don't you? So then he come back with all these fucking different shades of red. And then he goes, oh, and I was like, fantastic, mate. That's great. I really love it. Blah, blah. And the missus fucking texts him again, goes, wrong green.
Wrong
so
green. Oh my God.
And she goes, you have to have this green. And then I was like, great, mate. Fucking awesome. Is a circle with a dragon. If you have a look at my Discord, it's on the Discord and all that sort of stuff. When I become this amazing streamer with like 5 followers, I will do a t-shirt with a fucking red dragon on the front of it. And then he comes back and then I'm like, great, mate. That's fantastic. I feel really bad now because it's coming up to 7, 8 o'clock at night on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And the guy's been doing it all day. And then he comes back and goes, ooh, this black outline. I was like, oh, that's really nice. So I really like the black outline. And he goes, right. And I was like, I really like the black outline. And he goes, yeah, but what about white though? I was like, fuck, white's a game changer. So he sent me all these things and he then sent me, goes, all right, and then I'll update your fucking Dropbox and you'll be able to print this stuff and then you can go fucking huge because it's vector file, it's all mathematical crap. Monster will know about it. And so I've got this massive symbol now that I can blow up the size of a wall if I really fucking wanted to. Yeah. So thank you, Vince. Thank you. I have gonna get him a t-shirt. He didn't give me his address.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually turned around and tell him not. I'm not gonna send it to anybody. Next week.
Oh yeah.
I think it's this week. Nightfalls will feature double rewards. We also have mixed bags of rewards, as in Palindrome, the Swarm, Shadow Price will be dropping. So everything is on the menu. Yeah.
I had stuff to do. Getting on.
I don't know what it actually is. That's it. But what else is the other issue on the other thing on this TWAB, guys, is if you go all the way down the bottom, movie of the week, Deepstone GarageBand. So they've done the Deepstone Lullaby cover in GarageBand. One person's done it. Listen to it. It's fucking awesome. And then the movie of the week around the world is a guy yeeting, Titan Yeet, just all around the world. And it's fucking awesome. It is so fucking good. So he's just yeeting. He's like, all around the world. He's like,
oh, just like different shots of him flying past.
Yeah. And I was like, this is fucking awesome. And then I'm looking out with it. Just a U-turn and goes, oh yeah, let's just chuck that in. And I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna fly.
We have to put that take up. That was so funny. Holy crap.
So if anybody needs to watch it, go on my Instagram, Relax Guardian Podcast on Instagram. It's all on there. It's on Discord. It's on our Facebook. You can find the tree. You can find the link tree thingy, and then you can. My dog's trying to get fucking comfortable in the back. You can find it all there, and you can watch it all on there. All right, we done yet?
Got an hour to go. What do you mean? Are we done yet? Oh, God, give the people what they want.
So
we're gonna have to go to 9:30 tonight, guys, because we had to have a late start. Is all.
No. It's all right. So what we are also doing, guys, and this got mentioned on another Australian podcast, and it was in production as they mentioned it. So what I'm gonna do, but we've had to fast track everything because I was like, so what happened was we've got a couple of guys in America, and obviously certain things are legal. Certain things are legal in America.
You could say weed. Weed is allowed.
I didn't want to say that just in case it's a thing. So weed's illegal over there. And he actually sent law in where he just off the cuff writ all the law. And then, so what we're going to do on Patreon, it's only going to come out on Patreon, guys. This is a Patreon podcast. So this episode is, what is going to happen is one of us or one of the guests is going to be drunk. So just think of drunk history, and it's near enough exactly like that.
Hmm.
So we will read law, we'll memorize this law the day before, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Then that night we will get drunk. we will drink, and then that person
So
has
hammered.
to read law from memory,
Oh,
and we're gonna record it, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna put it on our Patreon, because obviously it's most probably just be me falling
Oh.
asleep and then be sick of the thing. Bundy Red. Oh,
I don't know if because the first Patreon episode is out, guys. Go to Patreon, subscribe, get the RSS feed, put it into your podcast app, and listen to it. I tell a really shitty story. Sebs tells a story about taking a shit. It's a lot of fun.
yeah,
Yeah. Look at that.
yeah. Good old. Because I was like 6 or 7 beers deep in this. I was actually quite half cut by the time I got on.
Oh, it
yes.
was
So this
gross.
drunk history will be possibly once a month. We'll see how it goes, and we'll see how it goes. We will either be myself or White Girl Drunk You, Agnikai. We will then, from memory, and this is no reading. So guys, whoever's out there and they want to do this with us, you will read the law, you will get drunk, and then you will regurgitate the law.
Yeah.
Hopefully not regurgitate the liquids that you have drunk
Oh my god.
to get you to a certain thing. And that's what we're going to do. And that's what Patreon's going to be,
Mhm.
because Curly is actually on the list that I'm going to get him
We
on to
have-
do it.
You guys can't see in the Discord. We have a future guest list, and if you're going to be on, we add you to that. We discuss it in there.
We will give you the topic, or Patreon guys, you will be able to give them the topic, and then they have to go and read it.
Mm-hmm.
It's only going to be 15-20 minutes, because I reckon it's going to get longer, because there'll be a lot of laughing, a lot of piss take, a lot
Yeah.
of questions. So guys, I think it's going to be fucking hilarious. I think it's going to be absolutely fucking
I'm so
fantastic.
ready for it.
Yeah. So
ready for
I am guinea pig. So next Saturday night,
Yes.
I think it is, isn't it? Next Saturday?
Is it next Saturday? Oh my god. Is that when we record?
Yeah, that's what we decided.
Yeah, 7th. Yeah. So we record on the 7th, and then it gets released later that week on
Yes.
Patreon only.
So I've never read law. Well, you 1D1, but who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
That's not
Monster.
the point. That's
We
not
are
the
just
point.
we are just doing it for the fuck of it. I don't even care if you make it up. Like the one that Bullwinkle come out with is Power Rangers and Pokemons in it. So I don't fucking care. It's all about the fun of it, and it's all about watching one person get absolutely trolleyed
Mm.
in for the Relaxed Guardian. I say community.
Yeah, we're a community.
Hi, what do I call it? Like, fuck it, I don't care. But it's all about that, guys, and this is us plugging it. Please help us get where we want. We
need your support.
The support, the outlays is phenomenal. We are paying for everything ourselves, and we would just help. Just give us a hand.
It would be amazing. And that means if you give us your support, I could start doing more stuff on this podcast that I have planned, but I need money. I haven't told Sebs any of it as well. I'm actually, it's in the works.
Patreon link is somewhere. Somewhere.
Patreon
think
link. I'm gonna have to add a Twitch bot, comment bot to my Twitch, so that the Patreon link just pops up sporadically throughout the chat, so people can click on it. It will also be in the link tree in the description of this podcast episode. It'll also be in the link tree on Discord. Support. We love your stuff.
Because it's just I think it's gonna be fucking hilarious, and I think it's gonna be so funny
Oh, I can't wait.
just
Can't
to
wait.
do it. I think it's gonna be fucking absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. So, future plans for Destiny. We've got 15 minutes to kill. We actually have questions, don't we?
Yeah, we have questions. Let me. I'm not gonna be able to find it.
Yeah.
All right. So, since we can't trust the Lord of Savathun, when can we expect to get the truth?
Which queen?
I don't think we're ever going to get the truth, to be honest. I think we're never going to get the truth. I think it's always going to be taken with a pinch of salt, you know.
When it comes to Savathun, yeah. But
They say now, you know that leak that came out last week.
Mhm.
They say it could be true.
No.
It was a video on it the other day.
Yeah, I know there's a Jared shared another leak in the Curly spoilers thing today. I haven't read it and I don't want to because there's all of the titling is saying this is actually legit and people are confirming this, so I'm not reading it. But I don't think that Savathun thing is real. Not by a long shot.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It seems a bit dodgy, you know. But look, who cares? It'll come out as it come out. I want to keep myself like completely numb to the fact that it comes out when it comes out.
I message you a question because we have never spoken. Wait, do you have any more questions before we go any further?
Yeah, no, I got more. Also.
Okay, you go.
All right. No, that's this bloody argument today.
Oh, let's not do that.
No, let's not go that way. All right. This is off Don the Dragon. I've had my own theory about the Guardians being revived, even if their bodies are torn apart. It's like a consistently updated upload to a cloud system. Only thing is, how do you store a conscious or a soul? Sci-fi always leaves that out. I'm not sure if there's an explanation other than they don't believe in that kind of thing. I know they claim that the mind is like a computer, but that doesn't explain issues in realistic terms. It's like necromancy, and the person is no longer the original when brought back, which could also explain why we can handle the darkness. So I think my understanding is that the ghost uses the DNA of that person, then remakes the person back from a single spot of DNA.
Yeah.
And it's like a restart.
Yeah.
On a computer. It's like a saved image on a computer. So I'm under the impression that the ghost is continuously recording every action up to that point. And then when the person dies, it's bang, and then it just goes back to the start before the death type of thing. What do you reckon?
Yeah, okay. So that would kind of explain why we don't have our memories before our death, initial death. And then when the ghost revives us, we keep all our memories after all of those revivals. So it's like, I'd say we're on the same path of the ghost is constantly recording and constantly storing all of our information about us somewhere else, and then when it revives us, it just re-uploads that information into our body.
It could be like a cloud thing, though. It could be like a consistent.
Yeah.
But I think the ghost is the recording system.
Yeah.
I think instead of the cloud as in a big thing, I think the ghost is the recording system, and he is continuously recording.
I'd say the ghost is like our specific cloud storage.
Yeah,
server.
that's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he goes, in addition to it, I've also had a theory based on the many factors that Crow is Cade brought back with no memory. No, I didn't think that, because he hasn't got the same characteristics as Cade. Anyway, I don't think.
Wait, what is this? How does this theory come about?
So his theory is Crow. Cade is the new. So, fucking hell. So, back to Crow is Cade brought back with no memory. So Crow is Cade. So Cade died. Crow got brought back to life, but Cade is in Crow.
No. In no way does that make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense, because I don't even think it's Aldrin. I think the body has certain characteristics left over, because there is a part in the law where he arcs up because something's happened to the fallen, and it was because he was classed as when they in Forsaken, he was something to do with the fallen as such.
Oh yeah.
Something, and he didn't realize why he was arcing up over it.
Yeah, so the interesting thing with Crow is the fact that we know his past. So we can recognize when these things are similarities to his past. So this could be happening to all of us, but we don't know. We don't know who Zavala was before he died, so we don't know if his characteristics are sort of bleeding over. So we're sort of applying these theories with not a complete amalgamation of information. The Cade thing it makes no sense. One, because Cade is an exo, and when you become an exo, your body is destroyed and your consciousness is uploaded to the Deep Stone Crypt.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And the fact that Sundance died for Cade to die, his ghost. So any information on Cade 6 that we knew as a Guardian would have been loaded into that Sundance ghost. And then Crow was brought back to life by Glint. Well, we knew him as Pulled Pork at the time, but that was a funny nickname. Glint had nothing to do with to Crow. Cade, sorry. Glint had nothing to do with Cade. There's too many C's. Crow and Cade are not the same person in any stretch of the imagination.
I was just thought it'd be like like you said though, like what we discussed like a couple of episodes ago, that I don't even think he's Aldrin. I think the body is Aldrin. Don't get me wrong. I think the person inside it is a completely new fucking soul. I don't think the Traveler has changed yet. I think he's just a completely fucking new person.
They kind of. Did you ever watch? Jesus Christ, what was that Netflix series called where they'd spin you up in different bodies? Your consciousness was stored on a disc.
Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon, yeah. It's kind of an Altered Carbon situation.
They
same
bring a
body.
cartoon out there on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Looks
cool. Looks
same
very cool.
Same body, different consciousness.
Yeah.
Kind of the same idea.
Guys, if you want the Patreon link, I've just put the link tree, so you can click on that, and it gives us all the things. So it gives you all the fan pages the other way. Oh yeah, that way. It gives you all the fan page, all the Discords. It gives you everything that we are with. Do not pick merch. It's still fucked about.
Yeah.
All right, go. What's your? Oh, the first question. The first question was from Ags 1.0. Anyway.
Yeah, Crimson. So this can actually send us out, and it kind of it's not a theory that I've come up with, but it's popped back into my mind because Witch Queen is coming. So back in Destiny 1, when we killed Oryx, killed Oryx in the raid, and he crystallized and he fell away from the Dreadnought. It's falling towards Saturn. People like theorize that his body landed on there and that he wasn't properly dead, but we never properly explored Saturn in any way.
You can't.
You can't.
No, Saturn's a gas giant.
In the same way that Fundament was, but Fundament had
Saturn hasn't. We can't explore. So Saturn in realistic in life is a big gas giant. It doesn't have any. It doesn't have any
mass. Anyway,
mass.
Anyway, it's so the theory is sort of shifted to one of the moons, Enceladus, and the reason being is that when Cade died, he left behind, if you remember, a series of chests, that final mission where you get Ace of Spades. He leaves Petra Venge a message, and it's like one of those things where if you take the first letter of every word that he says, it spells out a different thing. And what he said was, it's on Enceladus. And so everyone thought that was the Deep Stone Crypt. And Cade had found the Deep Stone Crypt because there was a different chest where he actually referenced back to those people.
Yeah.
And obviously we found the Deep Stone Crypt on Europa, so it's not that. So now I'm thinking that Oryx's body is on Enceladus, and Petra Venge was looking for it for some reason. I think Petra knew that Savathun was coming. I think she knew about the problems with Riven before we went in to kill it. And I think that we're going to go to Enceladus for Witch Queen. That'll be our new planet. And deal with Oryx's body in some way there. In some way, Savathun's going to be messing with Oryx's body. Maybe to get a power out of it. Something to do with his worm might still be in his body in some way. But I think that's where we're going.
Wow. Where do you get that from? Where do you pull that out of your ass?
It's just like different things that have like in the lore that have come up over time.
In the way, but that the issue is in the way that the sword logic works, that you have to kill the person to get the sword, the power from the person.
Yeah.
Being as we do not follow sword logic, in theory that power went to waste. Like Savathun can take sword logic
Mm.
power off dead Oryx because in theory he's just
Yeah.
meat.
But she has been learning necromancy from Nokris.
Right. So you think she's just gonna? But
think
that
she's
doesn't
gonna
give him
res.
pow- She's gonna res him.
I think she's
Wow.
going to res him in a way. Maybe
Because
not to
in-
kill him to get the power, but I think she's going to res him to use him for something.
Do you reckon that you'll have the same power? Because in theory, the dead is brought back as a dead person. They do not come back as their original form.
Well,
But-
Nokris kept coming back as himself. That strike that we do against Nokris was technically canon of repeating it because he kept bringing himself back.
Right.
So,
Is it to the fact that because in one stage Oryx killed Savathun or they started killing each other, didn't they, to
Yeah.
gain power off each other?
yeah.
But they killed themselves properly, and then they used cunning and then war to bring them back
Yeah.
correctly in the lore, guys.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take anything. These guys doesn't take anything for these fuckers to come back. You just have to kill them in the way that their worm requires.
Mm.
So cunning for Savathun, war for obviously Sivu Wrath.
Yeah.
And so because Oryx turned around and told Sivu Wrath to kill. Oryx turned around and told Sivu Wrath to kill him, and then he killed her.
Yeah.
And then he also did the same for Savathun to gain power and stuff like that. And that's how we become this fucking massive paracausal entity as he is now, or was. I should say.
Yeah. He became Oryx the Taken King after that. 'cause
Yeah.
He took their power, kill Akka, to learn the power of taking.
Yeah.
Um,
So look, yeah, it's it's
Yeah.
a possible. It'd be great to have a new world. Don't get me wrong, and obviously it'll be a completely hive world, and I would imagine the new raid, because obviously there's going to be a new raid, will be out there as well.
yeah, I think that's where the next location will be. Personally, it just makes sense
Right.
in the lore. But at the same time, we had that image of that guardian standing in that like foresty swamp area, and then people think that's somewhere in America. I forget where.
Oh, old Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. That's right. Yeah. So
That's confirmed though.
that is confirmed. So
It's supposed to be, yeah. It's supposed to be on there, but I don't think it's gonna be. I think. Yeah, that's supposed to be. That's probably supposed to be much. That's supposed to be pretty much confirmed. The new Chicago.
Yeah.
You need lights. Have really bright lights. I have got lights. See?
so you don't see your face.
So you don't see your face too much. No, that's fine. Thanks, mate.
Yeah. Classic
Cheers,
Vince.
bud.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's just my crackpot theory of
That's awesome. No,
what
I think
Savathun's doing.
Yeah, look, I it's more plausible. It's more plausible. Like I don't want to. It's more plausible than the other theory of Savathun with the ghosty.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that the ghost with the fucking Elsie Bray, not Elsie Bray.
The Exo Stranger,
the extra stranger is called fuck, I had it. Gone now.
the fish ghost.
The fish is supposed to be called something else, like a shadow or something like that. It's called.
Right. But we haven't
Something like
seen
that.
anything about that. Is it in the lore somewhere? I'll find it.
It, it popped up somewhere. It popped up
Yeah.
on Facebook, and I can't remember what it's called. I don't think it's called a shadow. It's called something else. It could be called shadow. I don't fucking.
It could be. Someone said alternate timeline earlier.
Yeah. Herbs.
I don't. Alternate timeline, unfortunately, isn't accurate to Destiny because it's not an alternate timeline. It is the same timeline pushing forward. Because Elsie. No. Because Elsie doesn't go from one timeline to another timeline. She goes to a point in the timeline, then comes back and continues forward. So technically, that past point becomes a future point. You know what I mean?
Right. So you if you go back to Loki, she's on the branches from that certain timeline.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you haven't seen Loki, it's a one single timeline branch, and there's a point where Elsie Bray comes back in, and then as she goes forward, she goes on a different branch of that original timeline.
Not quite what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, say this is time moving forward.
Yep.
She gets to the furthest point that she can before she gets pulled back in time. We don't know how.
Yeah.
The point that she gets pulled back to is still the furthest point in the timeline. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So it's not that the fact that there's now two separate timelines that have happened, it's the same timeline but time isn't moving forward always. It sort of bounces back on itself to move
Yeah,
forward.
yeah. Okay.
It's
Timey-wimey, man.
it is very timey-wimey.
Kreischer, do either of you guys think we will get a new weapon type in Witch Queen?
We do. We've been confirmed that stasis weapons will be legendary stasis weapons are coming back in season 15.
That's a new weapon type though, as in crossbow. And
Oh,
shit,
sorry. I thought you were saying element type. We have to get something new. Did we get something new for Deepstone? Not
No.
Deepstone, but Beyond Light. Fuck, Beyond Light.
So when was the last?
disappointing.
When was the last new weapon? Linear fusion, I think, was the last new
Bows.
weapons or bows. Yeah,
Bows from Forsaken.
I'd like crossbows or something like that.
Yeah, we got to evolve on
Stones.
bows.
Throw
evolve.
stones at people.
A big.
What else
heavy
could they have?
crossbow.
What else? What other weapons are out there? You've pretty much
Someone said-
covered all.
Someone said axes. You remember? I don't know if you ever saw it, but the Iron Lord's axe, that big battle axe thing.
Because that's
That was a pickup thing that you could use in the world in Rise of Iron. You couldn't equip it, but you could pick it up and use it. And it was sort of just like worked like a big ass fucking hammer. So if that's an equipable, that'd be cool.
But didn't somebody dual weapons? Fuck me, that'd be awesome. But didn't somebody mention that Iron Lords? Have you read somewhere that Iron Lords are coming back?
Oh,
Because there's
no?
oh god, I'm gonna really struggle with their name now. The female.
Oh, now I'm struggling.
Guys. So
Starts with an
she's
E.
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite, good work.
So I've been saying any double-handed weapons, staff axes, and spears are what I'm hoping for. Yeah, man,
Yeah,
that'd
that'd
be
be
fucking
cool.
awesome, Crusher.
Mm.
So everybody as well, Crusher 801, go and look at him on Instagram. He writes some fucking awesome bio lore for all his exos. It's fucking cool. I will be reading it out. I'm waiting for a lore episode before I read your stuff out. Crusher is fucking. I'm really fucking really cool with it. Right. So Aphrodite is being mentioned going because obviously we are now friends with the Fallen as such, or certain parts of the Fallen. She has already ages ago become friends with the Fallen. Ages ago.
Yeah.
And so she is coming back into the light because they've mentioned her because of the Friends of the Fallen and stuff like that. So is still an Iron Lord as such. And then obviously Saladin has come back in pretty hardcore for the last season.
Yeah.
Over the last couple of seasons. So they are saying that possibly there could be another rise of the Iron Lords.
Yeah. The Iron we're technically legacy players are technically an Iron Lord. We went through this whole story with Rise of Iron, where we got the title, we made the Galahorn off of previous Iron Lord's armor and all this shit. Like that would just be retreading story that we've already done.
Well, it depends on what the way it goes. I understand the
Yeah.
retreading, but it'd be cool to look. What I want is the fall of the fucking city, the fall of the tower, and then we roll back as Iron Lords.
Yeah.
And then we live out as Iron Lords, and then we can send people to Australia for bread. To steal them bread.
I'd like to go a bit more global on Earth. I know this is a space exploration game, and going further into space is very appealing. But I would like to see other parts of Earth. You know, just kind of for fun, like Australia. What the fuck is happening with Australia right now? We spend a lot of time in the European areas, Russia and all that shit.
Well, I don't see how we haven't branched into Earth. Like they're bringing out old Chicago, and that's fantastic, or possibly old Chicago. But you think they would have slowly opened up the Earth up to certain things, and because it's such a they could do fucking anything there, couldn't they?
Yeah, they really could. It's. I would like it if we saw. It wouldn't really work because we've already seen it, fallen races on different planets. But it would be cool if we saw, like, if we went to Australia, there was a different sect of fallen and they had different class types. Like we went to Europa and they had the Briggs, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be cool if like the Marauders were a bit more played out. I know the Fallen are kind of getting pushed to the side, but they're sort of our stock character that's
Yeah,
really being built on. The Hive sort of haven't built out at all. Maybe the Vex. I'd like to see more variants in Vex.
Yeah, well, if you look at the lore, we're only fighting the bog standard Vex. Excuse me, guys. We're only fighting the farmers and the workers at the moment. That's what they describe. And I think as we go up, we're gonna get bigger and badder. Well, you want to, especially if you go to the blue planet. You want to get the get the bigger badder Vex. You know.
Yeah, you want to feel like you're progressing through the ranks.
I know we have touched this. Herbs, what's your thought on the new Darkness Element Super?
On a new Darkness Element Super. Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So look, I think it's going to be the Corrupted.
Yeah.
I think there's too much. Think there's too much traction with this Corrupted crap to not for it to be that now. Hopefully they modify it. Hopefully they level it off within the game and not like what they did with Stasis outside of the game.
Yeah. So the Corrupted is more than likely, especially with dealing with Hive. I think the third and final would be something that was similar to these nightmares that we encountered back in Shadowkeep, because that's the only other darkness ability that we've seen.
Yeah.
The Hive of the Corruption and the Pyramid ship that was in the Shadowkeep campaign made these nightmares that we had to deal with. I don't know how that would play out.
Yeah.
Abilities wise, because we just sort of killed an enemy and then we picked up an orb and we got impalement. I feel like it would be like a rage moment thing, like, you know, in God of War, where you like hit your super and then you just turn to a tank and take your tank damage.
Yeah.
Instead of output, it's more of a defensive thing, which I would like to see. I would like to see more abilities that are like, I don't want to output damage, I want to be able to take more damage.
Yeah, okay.
So
it won't be in season 15. It will be Witch Queen though.
yeah,
Witch Queen. The second one I reckon it will come in Witch Queen, and the third one will come in Lightfall.
Yeah. I want to see I want to see Tokyo and Destiny, big city with lots of tech advancements. Cool. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. Imagine Tokyo Fallen, because Fallen is scavengers. So imagine going to like the tech central of the planet, and then these things have just ravaged it, right? It's like, what have they done there? What have they gone?
What would be cool though, instead of it being as linear type of thing, as in just make it vertical. So to get to certain things, you have to jump up. It's all jump puzzles.
Well, that's what the EAZ is, and everyone hated it. Well, okay, it's gotten better with the thrusters, but those thrusters, if you try and jump on them, they got a weird ceiling. Yeah,
with the thrusters, you can't thrust, you can't jump out of it. It's like,
yeah, it's really annoying. Also, the EAZ isn't super intuitive. Like, the entire game of Destiny is like be on the ground and run through buildings, but EAZ is like go over stuff.
Yeah.
So if they do introduce a place like Tokyo, they need to do a couple of early stage levels that sort of get you used to the idea of go up and like look up for your pathway to get around this thing, not just run through the building.
Yeah, exactly. It needs to be.
Hello, puppy.
Sorry, the dog wants to come and have a little chat. There we are.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, it would be great if they could make it much more a situation where you are running and you are vertically, like more jump puzzle things. But there's a lot of people that hate jump puzzles, you know.
Yeah, we sort of got a lot of like jumping through buildings in the Red War campaign, especially towards the last couple of episodes.
Yeah,
where we were running along the rooftops and stuff, and they were some of the best missions. I really enjoyed those, and I'm really disappointed that Red War's gone. I saw a Reddit post the other day, and they were like, the only reason that the Red War campaign got sunsetted for Beyond Light is because when Gaul took our light, we just would have used darkness instead to kill him. I was like, God damn it, that makes sense.
I like the expunge. I actually don't mind the expunge. I think it can be very quickly boring.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's where I'd like more of a. I know it's a completely different game, but Spider-Man, but within Guardians. So take the best bit of Anthem, then you can fly.
Yeah.
Take the building cityscape out of Spider-Man. Fuck it up, and chuck a Guardian in there, but somehow can fly. Like his speeders
Yeah.
can fly. His speeder can fly and stuff like that.
Change up the way the movement works.
Yeah.
But you can't change it too much because it needs to work in the rest of the game.
Of course. That's but it's within so Dying Light.
Mhm.
Okay. Dying Light. The first game is in a city. You can do
Mm.
parkour and shit, and it's fucking great. The second game is not in the city, it's outside, and you can build yourself a little cart and shit. You drive around in a cart.
Right.
So the parkour part of it doesn't come into it, but then that car can't go back into the first one. So what you could do
Right.
is you're only gonna be able to use this flying thing in, just say, Tokyo, a larger cityscape. You can fly around and stuff, but it doesn't actually work in the other one because it doesn't transfer. You just don't have the
Yeah.
option to transfer.
Yeah. Fuck, now I want to play Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So Superman in the Marvel Universe. Yeah. Pretty much.
You have got a Superman in the Marvel Universe. He's called Hyperion or something like that. He's called.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Yeah, that's the stuff that we
Right.
would like to see.
So, guys, that's us for today. There is nothing on, so it's kind of pointless rambling on.
Mhm.
Help us out. Go on Patreon. We will be recording the first
Drunk law.
drunk law. The problem is I
On the
do
7th.
not get drunk, so I'm having to really.
I think it's going to work better if we have a guest and they read it to us, because we do read a lot and we are pretty knowledgeable on the law, especially since doing this. So it's going to be pretty easy for us to get drunk and regurgitate it anyway.
Yeah. So, but we will look. The first one's going to be us. We can see how it goes, and then we are going to pull in either Seiko, either Shawnee. I don't know how fucking Vince. I'd love to get Vince in fucking paralytic. We have Curly. If anybody is out there who wants to put their hands up to this shit, great. Come into our Discord, jump in, and we will pull you down, and we will give you a law. You can do it. You can regurgitate it. Fucking hilarious. I just want to do it for the laugh. That's all it is. It's don't have to take it too seriously. It is not a serious thing, but it's only going to be available on Patreon.
Yep.
All right. Do your spiel.
Okay, guys. Thanks again for listening. If you'd like to follow us here at twitch.tv/AgniCaiGod. If you want to see us after the show is aired, you can follow us at youtube.com/AgniCaiGod. If you just want the audio, we are on audio podcasts everywhere. You can follow us on Spotify, Podbean, FM Radio, and all of the rest. Please support us on the Patreon. It really goes a long way. Share us on socials, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, anywhere. Thanks again for listening, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Cheers.